Hi guys, and welcome back to today's YouTube video. This is T. I'm going to do a little bit of a different video today. So the first video of today that I'm going to do is going to be the ghosts of Yorkshire. This has been something I've been wanting to do, and I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. So the first one we're going to do is Bollinghall, Bradford in West Yorkshire. Bollinghall is first mentioned in the Domesday Book and was in the possession at the time of a man named Cindy. By 1316, the manor owned by William Bollin. During the Second Siege of Bradford in 1643, during the English Civil War, the house became a royalist base. At the time, it was thought the inhabitants were to be put to the sword and killed. The legend goes a spirit appeared to the royalist commander, Earl of Newcastle, while he slept, saying, "Pity poor Bradford." The manor changed hands several times until 1912, when it was presented to the Bradford Corps. 3 years later, the manor became a museum. The manor is one of the oldest homes in Bradford and is now open for tours and is used as an educational centre. Before the Industrial Revolution, to which Bradford became one of the first industrial towns known for its wool, it had poor defences as it was in a basin. In one of the rooms you could find a death mask of Oliver Cromwell. Bollinghall has over 20 ghosts, and the most famous is of the lady who said, "Pity poor Bradford." Next we move on to Skipton, North Yorkshire. There's a few different spirits that roam the streets of Skipton in North Yorkshire. You could see one in the castle that is now owned by a famous watch and jewellery making Italian family. Or you could nip into the local pubs, and they would be able to tell you a thing or two about the local spirits. That's not just the ones behind the bar. Skipton is a beautiful village located in the Pennines. First of all, we will start with Skipton Grammar School. A schoolmaster was found dead. A rumour started that the ghost of his predecessor is the one who frightened him to death. On the High Street, Lady Anne Clifford can be seen in her horse-drawn carriage, travelling down the High Street. But where is she going? Skipton Castle. Maybe if you're really lucky, you might snap a picture or two and catch a few ghosts who linger in and around the castle grounds. In the main castle itself, you may snap a picture of Anne Clifford, stood in the courtyard facing her beautiful tree that was planted just for her. Or maybe you may catch the knight who is seen coming down the stairs, and definitely lucky if you catch a picture of a Cavalier soldier who died in the castle, as the castle itself was in the Civil War. The castle became very damaged and re-altered due to the fact. Hence why when you walk around the second floor of the castle, there's certain rooms and areas you can't go into. But who is lurking around the castle and its grounds? Snap a picture and you might just see. Next we move on to the Black Horse. This pub is very, very old, and it's one of the oldest in Skipton. There's a ghost in the cellar. Did you know that? Someone from the Civil War era who now lives and resides in the cellar of the pub. The spirit is rather friendly though, so no need to be scared if you bump into this happy ghoul. In the attic of the pub, there is a rumour that someone hung themselves from the rafters, and the noose is still there to this day. Rather odd and spooky, don't you think? Next, we move on to Sheep Street. Maybe if you walk along Sheep Street, you can hear some phantoms wailing. Legend has it that a group of women were murdered, and to this day you can still hear their ghostly wails if you listen ever so closely. Next is a bit of an odd one, the Padfoot. Yes, if you've seen Harry Potter, you should know what Padfoot means. Briefly being seen in Skipton, this gigantic hound has been seen by residents and darted away. This hound is only seen on dark nights when the moon is high. Skipton High Street. Skipton High Street itself may be the place for you. Well, that's if you're into UFOs. The High Street is apparently a well-known UFO hotspot, so get your binoculars out. Woolly Sheep Inn, seen on Sheep Road. A woman has been spotted in a flowing dress haunting the pub. Dare you enter and see who she is? I thought about it myself, to be quite honest.